What's up, YouTube? What's up, mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, cousins and nieces and uncles and nephews?
What's up, mother lovers?
What up? I'm Dr. Fireball.
And I'm your second host, Rapxilla.
I would say you're the first host, man. I'm sort of like your co-host, but you know.
I thought I was a co-host. Damn.
Anyway, we are Bananaz for Albumz.
Yes, we are. We're so bananas for Albumz.
We drive you bananas. We feed you bananas.
Yeah, and today's episode, sorry, I was scratching my crotch. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the new Gojira album. Yes. This album literally came out like a couple days ago.
At the time of this recording.
Yeah, and we were just like, what the fuck? And yeah, we had to just like wake up, crack dawn early ass morning. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, we decided to record this all impromptu. Cause damn.
Yeah, you're actually the person who turned me on to Gojira with their last album, Magma. So we'll see if these guys can top that album.
Dude, this is some juicy shit, man. Some juicy shit.
So without further ado, let's get into Gojira Fortitude.
Okay. Gojira led by Joe Laplantier. I don't know how to say his name. Laplantier.
Something French. And got Mario on drums.
Yeah. I'm forgetting the other fools' names, but
okay.
Hey, y'all.
I didn't even attempt it.
Beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. That's all I can say, man. All I can say. So what did you think about this album?
There's a lot I liked about this album. It starts off strong with the first song, Born for One Thing. It has this like kind of like a typical Gojira like groove where they're like getting into it. It's like just like, I know it's one of those like things you do on guitar where you're like kind of touching the fretboard but not really, and you're just sort of like walking up and down. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, like hammer-ons and
yeah, something like that. We don't know the technical terms, but yeah, it's like harmonics or something, and like and that song's sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say the song meaning I think is about like facing death.
Yeah, because even in the lyrics he's talking about like the we're all born to fear death or something like that.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, death is very taboo, but Gojira is just like, nah, that's not too taboo for us.
Yeah, I feel like throughout this whole album, there's that like, they address a lot of it as like primal, like ideas that humans have, and like that's like one of the most primal, like your fear of death. Like you're even born with like instincts that are like designed to like keep you from dying, you know, like even breathing, you know, like who thinks about breathing, you know?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I don't like to think about it, but yeah. But yeah, this is a cool song, man. It's honestly, I know it's like the first song, but it's already a contender for Banana MVP for me.
Dude, it's a delicious ass song. Dude, and I also like how like I feel like this one. What's the second one after this?
Amazonia.
Yeah.
Amazonia.
Like I feel like this one is like, I don't know, just like how the theme carries over to Amazonia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause in Amazonia, I don't know. I think Amazonia was like kind of political.
Yeah, I think it has to do with like Brazilian refugees, natives.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't you remember when like the Amazon was literally on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like recent, you know, and like they're talking about like the what is it, like the miracle burning or something like that, and like
Yeah, it's like miracle burning to the ground or something. The greatest miracle burning to the ground.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like basically, I thought it was like a reference to the Amazon like literally burning, you know, and he's talking about like the gold. He's like, we found the gold, and that's all we need or something, surrounded in a wall of green. Like basically, like greed was what stopped the Amazon from being protected. But then also wall of green is like, you could call it like money, or wall of green like the actual forest, you know. And I don't know, dude, it was pretty deep. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And what I like about that song too is like how like they straight up had like the mouth harp, you know, like the
Yeah. What is that? That's what it's called. Because I was trying to figure out what that instrument was.
Yeah, it's like basically like a little tiny like thing that you put in your mouth and you like flick it and you go wow,
Boing, boing, boing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they sampled the sound of the Amazon rainforest, like the wind passing through the Amazon rainforest.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I like the way the song sort of wraps up, where it sort of fades out into just like boing, 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 and all these like sort of kind of like tribal sounds.
Yeah, I think that was like one of my favorite.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, it's another Banana MVP contender for me.
Yeah, same. This one's gonna be tough. But
I mean, like one of my favorites though is probably track 3, Another World.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and again, like that, the theme about like that human drive, and I feel like this one was more about like a human drive to like escape, you know.
I also really like the music video for this one. It's like about these guys that are like, they can sense that the world is ending, so they like build a rocket and try to find another planet through like a wormhole, but they end up just going in the future and they just see the planet was destroyed, and they see Paris, they see the Eiffel Tower, and it's definitely a nod to Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, and like also like almost like Iron Man,
Right.
where like he travels to like save the. But I guess Iron Man, he travels back in time, and then he becomes the monster. Where this one, they just travel forwards in time and they escaped. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a. It's like it's like you want to escape, but then you escape, and then you see the consequences of escaping, and like the world. Like, what if the world just got destroyed because everyone escaped? You know.
Never thought about it that way.
I don't know. Yeah. Dude, I really liked Fortitude. Like that was like a very unique song.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Fortitude is just like the intro to the song after it.
Yeah, the last chant.
Yeah, I mean, it's sick though. I like when Gojira experiments with like acoustic stuff, kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah, and like that chant, that whoa, dude, it gets stuck in my head, man.
That was catchy. A lot of these tracks are catchy, but going back to that one, Another World song, I just love that guitar part.
Yeah.
There's some really great guitar stuff on here.
Yeah, definitely. Like top notch. And I like how they like do a lot of like pitch harmonics and like that, and like, and I don't know, they just experiment a lot with their sound.
And those sounds that go like wow, wow. It's like wow. I don't know how to. It's like a sweep.
Yeah, dude. We were talking about this earlier, how like Gojira, when they first started off, they sounded a lot heavier, you know, like I put it like they were trying to sound a lot like Lamb of God, you know, like those kind of bands. And
Or
like,
you think they're influenced by Lamb of God?
oh yeah, 100%. But I mean, I also think like now they've like really grown into their own. You know, they've like really like experimented a lot, and like, I mean, and it shows. I mean, their last album was nominated for a Grammy. You know, and
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of their later stuff, to be honest.
likewise, like, and I'm there's not knocking them. I'm just saying like back then they were just like another one of those bands, and now they're like, you know, front and center.
I like their more melodic stuff. But I do like heavy stuff, but it's those records are heavy.
Yeah, I like heavy stuff, but like I said, like to me it sounded like,
Lamb of God.
yeah, it's like,
Okay.
you know, just another one of it just sounded like, you know, it's like everyone knows like that one crust punk band that your friends knows, you know, and it's like, okay, yeah, how many times can you like remake, you know, the same kind of sound, like, and then it's like, okay, cool.
It's like, oh, we're gonna go heavier every album.
Huh.
Like Pantera.
Dude, but Pantera was unique, you know.
Yeah, he was doing some crazy stuff on guitar. Shout out Dimebag Darrell.
Rest in peace.
But what do you think of like the song on here, Sphinx, which I thought was like the heaviest song on here?
Dude, I really like Sphinx. I like how like the opening line, it's like, ask the ancients for the chord or something like that. Like, like he's like trying. Like I said, it's like all that primal that he talks about. It's like he's talking about like going to the pyramids and finding an ancient like writing on the wall.
Yeah,
And it's like,
that's why it's called Sphinx.
yeah, but I think it's like that. It's about like, again, that primal, like trying to find like what's driving you. You know, like there's that movie, The Tree of Life, and like it opens like, what is this inside of me that drives me? You know, like this fire inside of me. And they talk a lot about that in this album, like the fire inside, the light. Is Sphinx the one where they say like our light has been torn or something like that? I forget. well,
But that one was heavy.
no, yeah, I love that one, dude. And my favorite was what was it called? I think I might have written
The
it.
Trails?
Yeah, The Trails, man.
Yeah, man. I love the chorus.
Yeah, dude. And like the little guitar. It's almost similar to Another World, but it's like it's got its own vibe, you know?
Yeah, it's got its own vibe. I love the first guitar part. It's very groovy, kind of almost Deftones-y a little bit or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, I could see it.
yeah, it's got a sick chorus though. Very catchy.
Yeah, and I feel like this is like one of those songs where his like singing really shines. Like like he straight up like, cuz like literally the only con I have, or one of the only cons I have of the album, is sometimes his voice, and like some of his vocal melodies can be repetitive, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
But on Trails, like I feel like he was trying to do a little something different, you know? Like he was actually trying to like use more of his voice, you know? It's not 100% like the same kind of shouty, you know? Dude, I liked what was it called? Hold On was really good too. And like this one's more of like a story, but again, also has like that primal like theme where it's like the guy, he's like he's like he's saying I'm grinding. He's like on a boat, and then like another wave like crashes down on me, and it's just like you get a picture of a guy just out at sea, just struggling to survive like in the ocean and and then
Kind of like Moby Dick.
yeah, Moby Dick or like The Old Man and the Sea by Hemingway,
Mm-hmm.
like that kind of like picture. And just I feel like this is a lot of this album is about like our inner greed or our inner struggles, our inner like turmoil, like trying to overcome it, and it's very triumphant, like there's a lot of like triumph in this album.
Yeah.
Like, even like the album cover, it's like a little like primitive, like medieval, like little warrior, like
yeah, it's like a
I don't know
warrior.
if it's a
though.
kid. It looks like a
It's
kid
got
to
like
me.
a fucking sphere.
Yeah, and like
Spear.
Yeah, and like a shield.
A shield. Yeah, shout out to the album cover because it's sick.
Yeah. And it's just like this whole album has that kind of vibe, like that, like war within ourselves and outside, and like and nature, and like that constant like trying to like keep yourself together, and hold on is like literally that. It's like he's trying to hold on when you're out at sea about to die, and like it's like I feel like it's very like of the times too, because like the pandemic and all that, like
yeah, we're all going through some struggle right now. Just gotta hold on.
Yep. I don't know what cons do you have on the album?
Not a lot, bro. Not a lot. Maybe just I feel like the guy, like, I like his vocals, but maybe some of it gets a little the same. But that's like with pretty much like 85% of singers. Like, I feel like that. Like, yeah. So I don't know. This is a really, really, really good album, I think.
Yeah, like I agree though that
it's hard to find cons for me.
No, yeah, I agree that like his vocals can be a bit repetitive. Cause even
I think there's just like there's maybe like one or two songs that were just like kind of like whatever, but they're like what was the one, like Something Found?
Oh yeah, Newfound.
That was like not bad. The riff and the chorus is cool, but it was like that was like the worst song in the album, but it was still good. So it's like,
yeah, and I like that one too, cause that one's almost kind of like Another World, where he's talking about like trying to like get high, and then it's like about like a newfound religion. He's like new color blinds or something like that. It's like you escape something just to find something to replace it. But it's the same thing, I mean, thematically it was pretty like dope, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, cause even like in Another World, okay, that chorus is like another world, right? And then, but if you go back to Magma, like there's only pain. It's like, like,
yeah, but I'd still take this one over that.
I mean, that's another kind of con that I had though. It's like in Magma, Only Pain, that song, you felt it like painfully, and this album is like not as emotionally like it's more triumphant versus like being like sad. There's no sad song in this album. I mean, there's like sad themes, and it's like there's like a mix between like dark and light.
About death.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like in Only Pain, it's like, yo, you feel that pain. Where this one, he's talking about death, but like as an obstacle of life, versus like an experience.
True.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily an obstacle, but like a component of life and a driver of life, and like trying to like overcome
that fear.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's different, but I just loved like that aspect of Magma. It was like a lot of like almost like bluesy type, vibes. Where this one's a little bit more yeah, like triumphant, more like you're climbing a mountain and there's tigers like clawing at your ankles and shit, you know.
Yeah, it's like climb the mountain. Yeah, that's a good metaphor for this album. It's like get to the top.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the last song, Grind?
Dude, I really like Grind. It's like a perfect end. I mean, and like a lot of the, like I said, the themes are like very similar. Cause even in Hold On, he's talking about I've been grinding,
Mm-hmm.
and then grind is like grind. You gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep going. You know.
I like the this one starts off heavy. It's like got those like sweeps, so it's like wow, wow, wow. And then it's like the chorus is really cool. And then it ends all like kind of spacey, and it's just kind of they just kind of keep rocking out. I like that a lot, and the bass is doing this cool like riff, like yeah, I like that. I'm satisfied with the ending. It just kind of fades out, very slow, nice fade out.
Yeah.
Or would you have like gone for a different ending?
No, I liked it. It's very it kind of like makes you feel like the fight goes on, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's not so final. It's not like bah, and then it just ends. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the story's not over yet.
Yeah.
It's epic. I think this was an epic album.
Yeah, dude. If like Lord of the Rings was like a metal album, this is probably it. You know. Frodo. Frodo. Only Frodo. Oh no, there can only be one. I'm sorry. Well, oh yeah. So, what would you say your MVP is?
It's probably Another World.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one, man.
It's stuck in my head right now.
Yeah.
And the video is just so cool.
Huh. Yeah, dude. I would say like sonically, Trails for me.
Yeah, I like Trails. I was gonna say like I'll put that would have been a contender, I'd say, but you know, yeah.
Yeah, for me a contender would have been the first one. What's it called?
We Were Born for One Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's sick.
But yeah,
yeah, it's like how the album starts. It's just like gets right into it.
Yeah, it like it hooks you too, like because it's
groovy.
Yeah, it just starts with that groove line. You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know. but I really like Trails because just like just instrumentally, like musically, it's dope. Lyrically, it's dope, and I just like that. The juxtaposition of like the first line and the last line, how he starts it off with like, all that looks like gold is gold, and then at the end he's like, all that looks alive is alive, or something like that. I don't know, and it's just like
the lyrics on this album are insane.
Yeah, I just really love like the imagery he paints too, and just like kind of like that struggle, like of nature and man and like and human nature in of itself, you know, and like and human desires and ideals and like how they conflict with each other, you know. But it's all about survival or something, you know what I'm saying? And what is like the quintessential form of that. But although some other songs can be kind of bare bonesy, you know, like even Trails is a little bare bonesy, you know. It's like, but I it's not a rap record. It's just not gonna have like, you know, 10 pages of lyrics or whatever. So maybe I'm just nitpicky, but I don't know, man. What would you rate this album?
I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5.
Cool.
This is like one of the best metal albums I've heard in a long time. And it's like I said, it's hard to find gripes with this album, you know.
So why not give it a 5?
I don't know. I think, I don't know. It's just not 5 worthy. It's not quite godly like that. I don't know. You know, it's maybe I'll come back to it in like a year and see, you know, if it lives up to the hype. What about you? What would you rate it?
I think I would rate it at 4.5 too. But
oh, we agreed. Something for once.
Yeah, I mean we agreed on Maxo, but that's a lost episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know how that goes.
It happens. But yeah. No, dude, we agreed on the Bieber.
Well, yeah, you said 3.5. I said 3.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, yeah, but I would give this one a 4.5 for only one reason. It's like his vocals, just that one like little. And I don't hate his vocals, dude. Like a lot of the time it works, but like I said, like sometimes it could be kind of repetitive. Sometimes, and like his melodies are similar, you know.
I feel like he's getting better though.
Yeah, and like he like you definitely see like him utilizing his vocal chops a lot more, because there's even one song where he doesn't even like, he's not screaming. It's like kind of
yeah. There's a few songs where he's not screaming.
Yeah,
I feel like yeah.
And even like that the fucking Fortitude where it's like you know, like it's like very clean, like almost like tribal chant, you know.
I know there was like something like that on the Magma album, but I forget. Do you remember?
Yeah, there was.
There was like a acoustic-y kind of.
Yeah.
I like how they include stuff like that. Is what I'm saying. It's and they include at the perfect time, like right in the middle of the album, so it's like a nice break, a little intermission.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you like a time to like kind of like recharge and then gets you in that like groove. And it's chanty, so it's almost like you want to sing with it.
Sing along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this album a lot. But like I said, the only reason is vocals, and I just wanted a little bit more soul, you know, a little bit.
Should we do the vocal, like the thing with the microphone, the or is it not that bad?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay.
But I just wish there was a little bit more soul too. Like I feel like Magma to me, it was a 5 because of the soul. You know, like you felt the pain. But I feel like this is not that kind of an album. This is not like indulgent in your sorrows. This is about like bigger
overcoming.
Yeah. And I respect that, you know. And dude, this album has so much like replay value, you know. Like every time I listen to it, I hear something new.
It's already like my favorite album of the year. I know it's early, but yeah. Well, it's not early. In May.
Yeah.
Halfway through, pretty much.
Yeah, dude. No, definitely. Like I agree. This is one of the best metal albums, best rock albums, best albums. Period. You know? Yeah. You're just like, dang. But yeah, man. I mean, I think it just makes me excited to see what's to come after this, man. Like Magma. This one, Fortitude. 2 in a row, man. 2 in a row. 2-0. I mean, they got other ones before, but I'm saying like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the past 2.
So yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Gojira. Shout out to Joe LaPontier.
Shout out to Godzilla.
Yeah, shout out to Godzilla for giving them the name.
Shout out to Rapxilla.
Shout out to Rapxilla.
Shout out to Dr. Fireball. Shout out to all our YouTube subscribers. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Bananaz for Albumz. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Please. So we don't have to have regular stupid jobs. We can just do this. This is fun.
Yeah, and we'll bring you guys more content. Make you guys laugh like jolly old Saint Nick. And yeah, y'all come back now. Y'all here?
Okay. We out.
Peace.